Okay, another example for lesson 62 is solving a system by graphing. Now remember, there are other ways of doing the solving, but covered in 63 and 64, but this is solving by graphing so that you can see what we're actually trying to solve. So here we have two linear equations, and they're going to graph two lines on here, and we're trying to see where they cross over. Okay, so the last one you saw I had to do some erasing and figuring, so I'm going to do this one on a sheet of paper, pad of paper here, so I have more room. But this is the first of the two linear equations. I got 3x plus 2y equals 4. So I want to find x and y, 2 points for this equation. If x is one number, then what would the other number y have to be in order to equal 4? So when I do these, I usually like starting with x is 0 because that usually eliminates it. 3 times 0 equals, well, no, plus 2y equals 4. So 3 times 0 is 0, so that goes away. I end up with 2y equals 4. So now I can go 2y, so 2 times something equals 4. Well, obviously 2 times 2 is 4, so y would be 2. So if x is 0, y would have to be 2 in order for this side to equal 4. Or divide by 2 on both sides and y equals 2. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's try 1, if x is 1. So if I go 3 times 1 equals 2y equals 4. So now I want to see what the y is, so that's a plus. 3 plus 2y equals 4. So less than 59 again, you have to isolate the y, so I got to go minus 3, so that becomes 0, and I end up with 2y equals 4 minus 3 is 1. So 2 times something equals 1. So if I divide by 2, we can see here this is going to be a fraction, y equals 1/2. It doesn't divide, or 0.5. And those are kind of hard to graph, not a whole number. So I'm just going to put a 1/2 there. But I want to find one that does work as a whole number. So let's try, if I do 0, that's divided by, no, that's, well, yeah, let's just go one more, 2. So if I go, let's do this, 3 times 2 plus 2y equals 4. So 3 times 2 is 6. Yeah, this one will work. Okay, so what will y have to be if 2 is 6? So I got to find the y. So minus 6 minus 6. So 2y equals negative 2. And then 2 times divided by 2 to negative 2 divided by 2. So I'm getting too low there. So that'll be y equals negative 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1, or negative 1. Okay? So this is negative 1. So now I got two numbers. The book shows like 3 or 4. Once you get 2, you can stop. You don't have to keep going. So here I can graph that first equation. I got x is 0, y is 2. If x is 0, y is 2, 1, 2. I put the point there. And then 1 and 1/2. 1 and 1/2, that's kind of hard to, let's go with 2 and negative 1. We got whole numbers. So if x is 2 and y is negative 1, that'll be right here. So now I can take a straight edge. I can connect these two lines. I can go, okay, and you can see here, yeah, it does go through 1/2 there. That 1 and 1/2, if x is 1 and this is 1/2. But you can see here it actually crosses, and we can see the slope. If y is negative 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 positive for the x, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, well, there it is. So that's our line for this one. So now we have to find the line for the second equation. So over here, I'm going to do, what is it, x, it's right here, x equals, no, x plus 2y equals 1 or negative 4. Okay, so I want to make my, move this up, my x and my y. So I'm going to start with 0. And 0 plus 2y equals negative 4. Well, that goes away. And I got 2y equals negative 4. So I divide by 2. Well, 2 times, that's y. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So yeah, y is negative 2 for this one. Okay? And then, oh, this will be, if I make this 0, that'll be 0, and that'll leave only the x. So if I do y is 0 on this one, if I go x plus 2 times 0 equals negative 4, well, x, that's 2 times 0 is 0, so x will equal negative 4. Sweet, that was easy. Some of them, and then I could look for another number, but why should I? I already got 2 of them here. Okay, so I can do this one. I graph the second one. If x is 0, y is negative 2. So x is 0, y is negative 2, which is did I do that right? Yeah, it's going to be yeah, sorry, I'm getting confused here. 0 and negative 2, 1, 2, this way. Okay? So I have brain cloud there, and then here negative 4 is the x, and 0 for the y. So x is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the y is 0, so it just stays on the line. Okay, so I got my 2 points. And you can actually see the slope is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 down. Look where it crosses right there. If I draw it, there we go. So you can see here where the system crosses. This one would be better line there. But right here is the point where the 2 cross. Okay, so this will be the answer. If we have these 2 lines like we did, the point where they cross is at 1, 2, 3, 4 for the x, and the y would be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 for the y. So this right here, that would be the answer. The x is 4 and the y would be negative 4 is where the system of these 2 lines cross.